What's good, squad? I'm back with another video. I'm back reacting to the Den of Kings episode. This is going to be my second reaction. And if you're new here and you're wondering what the Den of Kings is, it's basically a YouTube series by Kirk Franklin. He brings a whole bunch of successful men together on a panel. They eat and they just talk about the ups, the downs, the good, the bad of their success journey. And I'm just going to react to it and put in, basically almost like I'm there, put in my input as we go. So if you're interested in that, and keep watching, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Is the biggest myth that society has about black fathers that we're sick and tired of.
And what I learned in life is the more I focused on the mother of my children and I made sure she was good, she was able to reciprocate that. And then when my kids saw it, they were able to see like, oh, that's what a loving relationship looks like.
The stage is where I can release my pain, where you don't even know I'm crying.
Yeah.
I know how it is when somebody takes some food off my plate. I held my daughter when she was a baby. They cut me. Literally cut me.
Jeez.
I'm holding her.
I may not say too much in the beginning because this is just the intro, just kind of introducing everybody.
Don't know where the next check coming in.
I got 10 of
See,
them.
but he's populating and manipulating.
I was dying.
How many?
I got 10. So
You and your girl.
me and my girl. Come on, Kirk. Dying by the
What that mean?
He don't live a traditional lifestyle.
GP, are you with me?
What's up, King?
That's a nice house.
Bro, thank you for coming.
Come on now.
I'm a big fan.
When the God calls, I'm just gonna show up.
I'm a big fan, bro.
Come on, man.
I'm a big fan. You gotta understand, I love what you do.
Me and my mama, I'm talking about elementary school car rides.
Now? Oh, you just made me. Oh, you just made me.
So far, squad, I'm not going to lie. I don't know who this man is, but the people that I know DC, I know Courtney Wayne, but him I'm unfamiliar with.
But thank you. Yo, man. There you go. There you go. There you go.
I'm what people say.
You know what? Listen, y'all gotta stop that. Y'all gotta stop that.
Everybody done said that.
Everybody that said,
Come on, man. That's your slogan, man.
well, but you know what? You can say hi. You can just say hi.
OG, you know.
He's singing Kirk Franklin's song.
Man, thank you, man. As busy as you are. Look, you know this boy right
He'll
here.
stop.
Man,
He'll stop.
he's hilarious. Yo, man.
He'll stop.
What's up, boy?
What's good?
What's up, man? Come on into the
Pickles?
crib.
Some smell good.
Hot pickles.
What's happening, boy?
Taste good.
One of the dopest actors in the game.
Everybody
One of
taste
the
buds is all
dopest
off.
actors in the game.
My God, you look good though.
Thank you.
When's the last time you worked out? Been a long time, huh?
Last night. Last night I worked on literally I worked because I
know how
know
to
be on a little bit of camera.
Hey, I feel you.
You look good, boy.
I'm trying to stay in shape, you know what I'm saying? Get the dad body
Ain't no
going.
deal, people.
Chef Sean.
That's a goddamn hot pickle. Man.
Once again, squad, this is just the beginning. They're not really talking that deep right now, so I'm just watching like y'all.
Bro,
They start talking
I'm from the
towards
west side of Atlanta.
in like 5
We
minutes.
eat hot pickles. It's 98 degrees outside. Why would you give me a hot pickle?
I mean,
you don't eat hot pickles.
it's spicy.
It's a little tangy.
What's a hot pickle?
So why would you pick it up and
I need 2 more of these.
Courtney Wayne, bro.
What's up with it?
What's up,
Hey,
kid?
man. The man itself.
How you doing?
We got slave plates.
Thank you, kid.
Nah, man.
What?
We got slave plates.
Got DC in the background.
There's a man down by the riverside. We had to play with it.
Remember that song?
No. Like, man,
know what type of dip this
I still listen to it.
Nah. It's an honor to have you, man.
Nah, I appreciate you. You know we couldn't say, I can't say no to you, man.
Well, you're a great talent. You're a super great talent, man. Show them what you got. Show them what you got.
Got some delicious wilted kale.
Okay.
Let me get out.
Got some bona fide vegan
Now,
oxtail.
watch this.
Especially for you.
That look good, bro.
African American man that's a vegan.
That's a rare.
I've never met one before in my life.
The second one.
I was gonna say I ain't never seen no African American vegan, bro.
Never met one before in my life.
Yeah,
You're like
man.
a rare species.
I'm from the country though, so I ate rabbit,
See?
squirrel.
You
So
can
If you from the country, you ought to eat that some good soul food.
Me neither. So that's vegan.
We've got-
You know, butter or nothing. Everything vegan.
Yeah, everything vegan, yes.
Have meat ever been cooked in that
Listen
pan?
to me. It's just for you. We're not
It's a
playing.
brand new pan.
Okay,
Brand
yeah.
new pan.
Oh man, I appreciate
That's
it.
for you. We
When
eat
did you-
nothing.
when did
So
you-
wait a minute.
I came vegan like 2015.
For no reason.
So you ain't never cheated. In 10 years, you never cheated.
Nah.
You ain't never
I ain't
had.
gonna lie
He
for
put me on vegan noodles. I ain't even know they had vegan noodles.
You ain't never had like wolf.
Noodles was vegan.
So you never went and had chicken back after you was done?
Ain't all noodles vegan? Are ramen noodles vegan, squad? I thought ramen noodles were vegan. Dang, I'm sweating bad, bro. I was got to working out, squad, but hey. That's that discipline.
Like,
You tripping?
I be looking at chicken videos.
That's real discipline, though.
You watch chicken videos.
I watch chicken videos. Lemon pepper. I watch.
I just thought you watched videos of
I just
chicken.
got back on the chicken.
That's
Best
crazy.
decision of my life.
Yeah.
Best decision of my
So
life.
man, y'all man, just get whatever you want, man. Just get in, get down.
I'm so hungry.
I'm just trying to figure out what we can eat.
So man, right before we eat, which one of you brothers would love to bless the food?
Go
Who
ahead,
gonna pray?
Go
Good
ahead.
Lord, thank you for everyone's taste buds.
Close your eyes, Lou. Close your eyes.
For the vegans, for the non-vegans.
Yes.
Let this food be for the reason of the season. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
Reason of the season with no season.
Reason for the season is the vegans.
So man, I got one first question I want to ask y'all as we get down.
Be patient, squad. It's just the beginning of it. They starting talking.
I want to know what is the biggest myth that society has about black fathers that we're sick and tired of, that you want to address and be able to let know that it is the biggest myth ever about black fathers.
That we ain't there.
I'm about to say.
I'm just gonna say that we deadbeats.
Yeah, we might not be there. We be across the street, grandma house, somewhere. Like,
We down the street.
might not be in the house.
Fact of the matter is, studies show that black fathers are the most present in their kids' lives.
Really?
Yo, talk now.
Amongst
I want to pause and just speak on my instance, squad. I didn't have a father, so I may not be able to relate what they talking about, but I was putting in my input, bro.
demographics.
Wow.
On top of that, single fathers have a higher graduation rate and lower incarceration rate than single moms and dual family households combined. That is a fact.
They ain't gonna like that.
So if you
My
were raised in a
grandparents go
house,
to tech,
so you know.
So then with those stats really being relevant now, where is this myth still continuing to come from, you think?
Narratives. Think about it, right? We all watch TV. Everything that we consume comes from either through a phone, TV, or film, right? There are people who have agendas, right? And part of that agenda is creating a separation between men and women in our communities. It's always been that way. It is a fact. We can't act like it's not the case. It is the case. The easiest way to disturb the distribution of black wealth from generation to generation is to eliminate the nuclear family. How do you eliminate the nuclear family? You take the father out the home.
Yes.
So if you want to show a race of people, right, who are dysfunctional, you constantly show them on TV in one way, which means when you have producers who are creating shows, who's gonna be the villain? The black guy. Who the rapist? The black guy. Who the absentee father? The black guy. Because they get to choose those things.
Before he finishes the subject, squad, I'm gonna speak in here. I believe that there's probably just as many absent Hispanic fathers, Caucasian fathers, as there are black fathers. But like he said, I will agree that the narrative does get pushed more. You know what I'm saying? But let me hear what Courtney Wayne.
And speak louder than people in peace. So people don't have a father.
Wait, I'm gonna go
when
back.
you get
What did he
cut
say?
with
Hold
something,
on.
you gonna holler.
Communities. It's always been that way. It is a fact. We can't act like it's not the case. It is the case. The easiest way to disturb the distribution of black wealth from generation to generation is to eliminate the nuclear family. How do you eliminate the nuclear family? You take the father out the home.
Yes.
So if you want to show a race of people, right, who are dysfunctional, you constantly show them
I may have
on
went back
TV
too
in
far.
one way, which means when you have producers who are creating shows, who's gonna be the villain? The black guy. Who the rapist? The black guy. Who the absentee father? The black guy.
It's pushed more.
Because they get to choose those things.
I think people in pain speak louder than people in peace. So people don't have a father. Like when you get cut with something, you're gonna holler. But when you're okay, you're gonna walk and float. So I think people who don't have that, they speak louder and they take that. It's like some of the things more popular in the culture ain't that lucrative. And some of the things that, the opposite. So I think that's what it is. I think it gets out there because that's the loudest thing.
Do you ever have something that you have to reshape even in the thinking of your kids when it comes to a father? Like, does it frustrate you sometimes when it may come across like you don't put in the same amount of work as maybe like their mom or like their grandparents? Like, do you feel like sometimes you have to defend your position?
I think with parenthood it's a learning experience. Nobody really have all the answers.
Facts.
And even we all fathers, and everybody can take note to this. We'll learn from each other when we see something do. When we see one do with a child, you like, I'm gonna try that with my child.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
You know what? I be on my phone too much. I like how you interact with your child.
Absolutely.
Let me put my phone
Absolutely.
down.
Absolutely.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like we have to look for things that can make us better fathers instead of looking at the narratives that's put out there, because we don't really know. We're trying to do something more that we didn't have when we was coming up.
Yeah. Yes.
And my father wasn't a bad father. Nobody has the real definition of what true love or what true fatherhood is.
That's a fact.
So,
and we only a little bit in, squad, but I want to agree with what DC Young Fly is saying. Something I realized, squad, is that you really can't be too hard on your parents, because your parents are really just figuring it out. There's no blueprint with being a parent. There's no right and wrong. There's no script that every parent just goes by telling them how to be a good dad, how to be a good mom. Things on that nature, squad. So you can't be too hard on your parents and too judgmental on your parents, because they just figuring out life just like we are. You know what I'm saying? As we come up and raise our children.
that was his love language. I'm gonna sit here and say he did that well. No matter if I looked at the other person, I'm like, dang, well, I wish my daddy did that. Hey, but your daddy is doing this.
So your dad was there?
Yes, my daddy was there.
Was your dad there?
My father was there.
Was your dad there?
My dad was there, so his father wasn't there for him, but he was there for me and my siblings. So he made up.
Grandfather.
Like, where is there though? You talking about at my house? I'm trying to figure out.
I mean,
I know what you mean. I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
I know what you mean.
Tell me what.
Right.
Tell me what it was for you. When I say, was your dad there? How does that register for you?
I think I knew he was there at all times. Well, a lot of times, and you know, he used to go. You know, we used to spend time with each other sometimes. So to me, he was there. But I feel like some people, daddy who there, and still ain't there like somebody who ain't there, because if you're not there here, like my family partied all the time. Mm-hmm. So even when they was there,
he wasn't present.
They never was there, but he was there when he was there. Like, if that make any sense?
No,
I understand.
Yeah. I understand.
What
you're saying.
Sit down. Come sit
I will say this.
I'm so glad you said that.
Yeah.
First of all, I'm gonna get some of this rice first.
That food does look
Nobody's
good.
gonna be the perfect father. Nobody's gonna be the perfect parent. Nobody's gonna be the better parent. Like even in the household, like
what I said.
Who you love more? Cut that out. Cause now you training the child.
Social media.
Right.
Stuff.
You training the child to say, now I can pick and choose who I want to be with more. Or if this person don't allow me to do something, I'm gonna go to father. I'm gonna go to mommy.
But that's manipulation though. Like when you got two separate households.
Right.
I grew up in two separate households. Now I'm raising a child in two separate households.
And how do you deal with that?
So I know what you're doing. So I gotta like put myself in my daughter's shoes.
Right.
She only 8, so she gonna try it. I'm not gonna get upset at her for trying it. You gonna try it, and you're gonna bump your head. I'm gonna put a little ice on there, and I'm gonna tell you why this not gonna work.
Right.
And then I'm gonna show you what can work.
Right.
You ain't gotta manipulate me versus your mom or your mom versus me. That's to get what you need.
That's the part. I was a manipulative child.
You see what I'm saying?
So I'm talking about, I used to get in trouble when my Uncle Chunk had died. And to get out of trouble, they'd be like, what's wrong with you acting out? Like, my uncle, I miss him. So I know how children play them games too. So it's like, you know.
And then that's when you whoop them.
Oh, I ain't want to say this on camera, but.
I mean, we grown. That was wrong.
At a
Discipline.
young age, my children, they listen to me. And I got 10 of
See,
them.
but see.
Wait, up. You got how many kids?
Down.
I want to speak on this real quick before we get into this next section, squad. Something about me, bro. Since I grew up in a house, I didn't have like a whole house, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to sit here and say I was raised bad and I grew up bad, but I didn't have that mother and father role in the household, so I didn't grow up with that, squad. So something about me, I have it hard on myself, is like, I want to do everything in my power, not for my kid or my future kid to grow up in a separate parent household, you know what I'm saying? But I know it's unedible in a sense, but that's just my standard.
Manipulating. That's what's going on. He's populating and manipulating.
I was down.
You have how many kids?
I got 10. So
You and your girl
I'm
got 10 kids?
me and my girl. Come on, Kirk. Damn,
What that mean?
yeah. My dad had a lot of kids. I got a lot of kids. So I had 7 kids by the time I was 22. And what happened?
You don't miss my boy 22.
But I'm asking though, so you and your girl decided to have a lot of kids?
Girl. No, I got a lot of baby mamas.
Oh, okay.
Look at Kirk, bro.
The queen of the children, because they don't like when I say it.
Facts.
Okay.
Yeah, I stopped saying baby mama.
You gotta say queen of the children. I say queen of the children.
Now, was this by choice? Like, did you do you have non-traditional relationships with these women?
Oh yeah, most of them stay close around me. One of the mothers of my kids, she stay in Kansas City, but most of them, they stay right around my house. So it's like they got keys to my house. You know,
They all 7 got keys to your house.
Like
I
a
only
king.
got
And Courtney Wayne saying that, bro, was not even that shocking to me. I know a guy right now, he is 34 years old and he has 11 kids. I work with him. I was talking to him and I thought he was telling me a lie. And then he pulled a picture from his wallet and true story, he had 11 kids beside him, bro. So this ain't shocking to me.
mamas.
And all 5 of them have keys to the house.
2 of them, because they got the most kids. It's 3 and 3.
He finna
They can't stay with me.
He finna start.
Okay.
Hold on now.
Okay.
How does
And that guy had like
How does that work?
5
No,
or
no,
4
all
baby
serious.
mamas.
If separate baby mamas
Right.
got the key,
I'm
Because-
gonna just eat.
like I got a key lock on my door, right? A combination code. I know who got the code, and I still get paranoid. If I had multiple baby mamas, but the spirit of the house is intact though.
Oh, this is a beautiful spirit.
Yeah.
That's why. Okay.
He
Gotta
about to
keep-
tell you why. Watch.
Cause the kids are there, so I can't take everybody to school. So their mom got open access. She might come wash one of my kids. She might come wash all your clothes because she let her clothes pile up. So it's basically like a community, and it was
family structure.
it could have been an ugly situation, but I feel like
How'd you make it beautiful?
Jesus.
Honesty.
It was really Jesus. I tell everybody, no matter what situation you in, we all gonna put ourselves in a mess.
Right.
I'm just straightforward about my mess, you know, and my sins turn into wins. Because
Hold on. Let's let that marinate. That's good right there. It's because as humans, sometimes we really do try to quantify sins. You know what I'm saying? We try to make one sin this, another sin that, but the truth is, I love how you said that because we're all sinners.
oh yeah.
Yeah, squad. Look, I want to throw this in that. I was reading the Bible, squad, and I read about basically, don't quote me 100% perfect when I say this, but there was like some evil guards that brung a lady that was lustful, did something outside of her marriage with another man, and they brung her to Jesus. And they told her, I want to say this was in a book of, what book was this in? John the Baptist? I can't remember 100%, squad. But long story short, they were trying to trip Jesus up. And they brung this woman to Jesus, and they were like, Jesus, we need to stone her. We need to hit this lady with a stone because the Bible says if this lady has done something, a sin, we need to stone her. And Jesus looked at them and he told them, okay, but only the one who has never sinned can throw the first stone. And all in all, they ended up just leaving her alone because all of them were sinners. Nobody was perfect. So yeah, I agree with Kirk Franklin saying. I'm just adding as I go along, like I'm there.
Grace every day.
For sure.
Brother, if you knew my sins, you know what I mean?
Nobody's
It's
perfect.
like I don't ever want anyone to think that because you do something for a living that you just all right. It's like, bruh, you know, there is a need for God's grace on my life, just like need of your life every day. So your level of transparency and vulnerability is very impressive as a black man.
Because it sent me to child support to make you go find them. So
Courtroom. Like being in that courtroom.
I don't know nothing about
You know,
Let me open that for you.
no, I got it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I got it. But see,
Pray for a drink of water too. You pray for a drink of
man,
water.
just
man, he was
DC.
on my show, and that first time I see somebody pray for
no, this
water.
me.
Listen, I pray for food.
Yeah, this me.
I ain't never prayed for no liquor gang. I ain't gonna lie, that's you.
Yeah, bro.
So watch this.
got 10 kids about 5 days.
Yeah. 10 kids will make it, man, it'll make you, but I want to be honest though, what I learned by having my kids, every time I put them first, my life elevates.
Wow.
And I had to learn how to put them first by putting myself first. Because I had to put me first.
Put you first.
I had to put me first. Because I feel like you only can love somebody as much as you love yourself. So I feel like if my daddy and my mama them was doing a lot of other things in life. I'm like, they only could give their love. They were giving me their love, but they love just. If I got $500, I can't give you $1,200 unless I go put myself in debt. And I feel like when you borrow your debt from yourself, that's what create anxiety, stress, which allow diseases to be more prone in your body. So I feel like you only can love somebody much you love yourself. And once I start putting myself first, getting into the word and all this, I learned how to put my kids first, and that's when my life elevated. And I feel like my parents, I don't have nothing against them because they didn't know. They was trying. I remember my mom, some month before she passed, she was trying everything to find that. She was going to church and everything, but she didn't know the only thing you had to do is put yourself first.
I have a different mentality though.
Okay, share with me yours.
I don't ever put my kids first, right? And it's different. I've been with my wife since I was 18. So we've been with each other since we was kids.
And how old were you when you got married?
Yeah, I was 26 when I got married.
Okay, so you started 18 and got married?
8 years together.
So y'all had a beautiful opportunity to just be friends for a while.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
And I learned through that process that if I try to put myself first as the father, right? Let's be honest, all of us as men will sit here and be like, I'm the man, I'm the leader of the household, right? How could I be the leader and put myself first? That's not what leaders do. Like in my family, my grandfather, Army guy, didn't say much. But one thing I knew, he was putting everybody before himself. Like my grandmother came first, the kids came, and then my grandfather took care of himself. My father did the same thing. And what I learned in life is the more I focused on my partner, the mother of my children, and I made sure she was good, she was able to reciprocate that. And then when my kids saw it, they were able to see like, oh, that's what a living, loving relationship looks like. They were now involved in our relationship the same way. We speak honestly and open in real time.
I just want to pause it right here, squad. See, I don't have a family like these older men. They have a wife and kids. I don't have that. But I could just speak in my situation right now. I honestly put myself first, bro. And what I realized, squad, somebody can maybe say I'm wrong for this. If the car doesn't go, nothing else works. And you're probably thinking, what am I talking about, right? So like, if I'm not consistent in anything I do, if I'm not focused on myself, basically creating content, making sure my fitness is right, working, if I'm not going forward and focused on that and disciplined on that and putting myself first so I'm able to work and do that, everything else stops. You know what I'm saying? And me only being 22, squad, if I was to find a girl and I would start saying, you know what, this may be a good woman, let me start putting her first and doing everything, right? Then my money would slow down, my focus would slow down, my fitness could slow down. But I will say maybe a good woman changes that. You know what I'm saying? I may not be able to articulate my words perfectly, but if you understand what I'm saying, you understand what I'm saying. It all starts with me. So you got to make sure you're going.
Choose my kids they have the confidence to come to me because they've seen that their mom can come to me and I'm not going to be like, it's a safe space. So it's a safe space. Wow. So for me, as a father, it's like, you know what, I want to create a space where everybody knows that they safe.
But you know where that comes from? I'm just hearing both sides, right? Even all of our stories are different.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? We're all raising kids on a different level. Wayne is doing it the right way when it comes to people with multiple partners, correct? There is a blueprint for love.
What you mean by that? A blueprint for love?
A blueprint for love when it's saying, first of all, you gotta find Jesus. Jesus is love.
I like where you're going with.
You see what I'm saying?
And I would think it's crazy
because everybody's doing what they're supposed to do because they're leading off with love. You see what I'm saying?
Absolutely, I agree with you on that.
We got 3 different households. Stay with me. I'm finna make 3 different points.
Okay, walk it out, Doc. Walk it out, Doc.
You got many people with different baby mamas and different baby fathers.
Okay.
There's a way to find love within all those units where y'all can prosper together.
Let me tell you what is amazing, man. What is amazing? Because how old are you?
I'm 33.
See, now what is amazing is that, now I'm the OG at tables now, which is wild to me. But now I'm the only guy at the table who didn't have his father. So I did not have a father. Didn't have a father, didn't have a mother. And so I was adopted. And then even the lady that adopted me really didn't want me. And so all I knew was the rejection of not being accepted.
Understandable.
So when I hear you guys talk with the level of confidence and even fluidity, like y'all have a level of confidence to even see life different, to see relationships different, and there's no space for me to judge you. It's just space for me to be able to go, man, I wish I would have had the same type of beginning, because I do believe that the reason why y'all are so confident to think differently is because you had a man somewhere in your life.
My dad.
Yeah. And you can't deny that.
That's real.
I tell everybody, bro, like growing up, people have action figures or sport figures or heroes. I ain't want to be like Mike. I want to be like my dad.
Me too. That is a fact.
That's crazy.
Your dad was around?
Yeah, my dad was
Your
around.
mom and dad at married?
Yeah.
You know what's beautiful about, because you know, me and you talk off camera.
He doing the same thing.
And me and him cool, for real. And I realize what it is, if somebody come from that type of background, I feel like you a vessel to how a relationship should go. But see, I'm coming from the streets, so it's different. You know what I'm saying? My mom and dad ain't.
Nah, I want to speak up what Courtney Wayne's saying, bro. I do agree. How do I word this, bro? Let me just play it. My bad, bro. Let me just play it.
Yeah.
So, you know, coming out the streets, it's a little.
And bro, let me tell you, I don't think what you're doing is wrong.
Oh, no. That's what I'm saying. We both.
Yeah, we both agree.
Like, if somebody it's a video that went viral when the guy was saying, like, only way you cure a disease is a disease.
Yes,
The guy
I
on
seen
there
that.
was like, so basically, like, and I think that's why my fan base is I got the church in the hood, because I understand both sides. But I'm like, man, when you come from the streets, it's nobody never understand what that poverty in the streets.
I'm gonna tell you why
That goes back to what I was trying to say earlier.
With love.
was The love.
The love.
Our stories are different.
Yes.
But the love is still there.
How you show like cause I feel like how you show up with love when
Because-
there's also like it could be some things that knock that love
Poverty.
off, or like
life.
it can throw your psyche off a little bit, right?
What do you mean?
Love.
Like,
How you
okay,
show up for love?
I learned how to show up with love for my daughter's mother through obstacles that we went through the courtroom.
Right.
Right. It was rocky.
Right.
Very rocky. But we go through that, and 3 years later, you know, my daughter's 8 now. So it took us 3 years to get to a point where we could show up with love,
Right.
and putting the pride to the side. I think be helping that love.
Because you know what it is, like, we don't know each other for real. We jumped into a serious situation.
And I just want to speak on this while DC talking. Something about me, squad. I believe I can learn from anybody, and I talk to a lot of the old heads in my job, and not some 65, but I also talk to a guy, he's just turned 30, right? And another guy 39, cool dudes. But besides all that, one guy has 4 kids by 3 different women, and the other guy who's 30 has 1 kid, right? And the main thing that they tell me is just be patient. You know what I'm saying? Because one of the biggest things they say they messed up on is rushing and getting with women they didn't know, and now they all on child support, giving up money from their check and sending them back. You know what I'm saying? So I can't relate to what these men are saying in the sense of like having baby mamas and all that, but I may not know 100% what to do, but I know what not to do from talking to older people. You know what I'm saying? But hey.
Have us together for the rest of our life.
Yeah.
I don't know you after 3-4 months.
And
I have to learn you.
Sometimes,
I
like
was
with me,
school.
I had to get to know her because she said she sent me the picture that she was pregnant.
That's what I'm. Now I gotta know you.
Now I do. My we getting ready for a Super Bowl.
Right.
But are we
I'm
answering
on a
your
high
question?
From a pregame to a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I'm on a
to
high.
Super Bowl.
But Luke, are we answering your question? Like you asked the question. I wanna make sure that you answered it.
I want to answer that thing.
Okay, go ahead.
And this is a big part that men don't want to talk about. We all got to use better discernment before we lay down with these women.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Let's let that marinate.
Yeah, squad. I may not have been articulated the best, but that's what I was basically saying. I look at and learn from all these older guys what they did wrong. The 30-year-old, the 39-year-old, they all had these kids rushing with women that they didn't know, and now they're stuck on child support. One man told me he's paying over $500 to $600 just a month, but all in all, I know it's his kids, but he could have made better decisions. But hey.
Come on. Let's let that
We sat on
marinate.
this side for a reason.
But I understand. No, when I look at his relationship, I'm like, man, I really follow you. I'm like, man, that's beautiful.
Me too.
Now, it is beautiful.
And coming from certain places, we really wish I wish I would have grew up.
Yeah.
In a certain.
And your
environment.
daddy taught you that, though, right?
If I'm being honest, no.
Who taught you that?
So I got a brother. My brother's 2 years younger than me, right? He got 4 kids now, 2 different baby mothers. Grew up in the same house that I did. You know, didn't get married until he met his third woman now that he's married to, right? And I don't want to put my brother out there, but I even had to learn how to have empathy for my brother in the same house. Because I used to look at my brother like, bro, you grew up like me. Why are you making such poor decisions? Then I had to think about it. Me and my brother grew up latchkey kids. Both my parents worked. So my parents was out the house. I got up. I got my brother ready for school. We went to school. I picked him up from school. We got home. My parents didn't get home till 7 o'clock. Me and my brother raised each other in the house. You know what I'm saying? I was in the streets, but I wasn't a street kid. I was in the streets, but I still go do my Rubik's Cube and stuff. My brother was in the streets.
Yeah.
So his life was curated by Flatbush Avenue and tennis court where he grew up. Mine grew up at Andrews Huddy Junior High School with more artistic kids. So I feel like my life was curated by what I saw a lot of times on television because I looked up to things, right? So just like Lou said, I looked up, my first film I ever saw was Boys in the Hood. And I watched how much trauma came from that movie, right? And I remember it was the scene where Doughboy's mom had 2 kids, 2 different baby fathers, and she treated one different than the other. And I remember saying to myself young, like, yo, I hope nobody ever treats my kid differently because, and then I was like, wait a minute, if I just married a woman I'm having kids with, I don't have to worry about other people. That's really was the impetus for me.
And I feel that same way, squad. Like if I take my time and find a good woman and marry that woman and not just rush and be lustful and have kids, then I will be better. Like, oh no, you can't prevent a broken household or baby mamas or anything like that. But what you can do is just be patient.
My dad never sat down and said, you need to stay with one woman, and I watched them, but it was the things I watched. And then, not for nothing, I met my wife, and she was like, I want to do this with you.
Sounds like your father, but it sounds like your father taught you about what he did more than what he said.
Him and my grandfather.
That's what I'm saying.
They were good examples, like great examples.
Yeah. And so now let me ask you guys, first of all, did we answer your question?
Yeah.
No, we never finished.
What was the question?
He said, how do you leave with love?
No.
You said, how did you what?
He said, how do you leave with love when you got some women who going through these things? And that's when I said we have to use better discernment before we lay it down.
Right.
And that was my answer to
What was your
you.
question?
No. Maybe I was asking and answering.
Did you drink some of that stuff?
No. This is water. And I prayed over it. Right.
Think about it.
Okay.
You got sons?
I got a daughter.
Okay, you don't have sons. You have sons?
I have a son.
You have a son. You have sons, right?
I have 2.
2 have 2s, right? So let's answer this question.
Alcohol?
Yes.
Oh no.
You all right?
I want some tea.
Yeah. Let's get him something non-alcoholic.
Give me some for
Let's get some Kool-Aid. We got Kool-Aid.
Give me some for
I tell
children
everybody
church.
what you talking about.
For
Children church.
How both of y'all was in the same house. I tell people like that, like people like the small town was from the 2 red lights. So it's like when somebody in New York be like, it's the gutter, but at the same time, opportunity is right up the road.
Right.
And the country town is only one way.
Right.
Yeah.
That's why every black person in the small towns knew Donald Trump was gonna win. Cause we knew it's a lot of white people that the world don't even pay attention to. Like,
Absolutely, yeah.
They our neighbors. I'm like,
that's the truth.
I'm like, they don't have a chance with
That's
Trump.
a fact.
We got a cut. I'm like, we knew all the cities. Like, I'm like, y'all don't know these. Y'all don't know
And they empowered too.
Because in the small towns, we don't get looked at. Only reason I made it was the internet. You ain't going to them real. I'm talking real country towns. I ain't talking about.
I know what you mean.
So
not Atlanta.
There's one way.
Yeah.
Ain't no opportunity. There's one way. All the mothers of my kids, they didn't have a chance. Now they are good parents now. You know what I'm saying? They are. When I say if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be able to be where I'm at. But I knew their parents. I knew our parents. We was not getting out of there.
So let me show this then. Let's. When it comes to the fear that you've ever had, that whatever mistakes or whatever inside of you that was not right or fully together, have you had to deal with the fear of you're afraid you're gonna pass that on to your
Hell yeah. Sorry, my bad.
Hell yeah.
I said
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, bro.
I'm scared. I'm not scared. I fear. I have this thing where I'm telling on myself, so maybe if you see me, don't take this the wrong way. But I'm saying, like,
love this guy.
I have when it comes to relationships with a woman, right? 4-5 months, the honeymoon stage, I'm good to go. Then that fear comes because I seen womanizing growing up. That's all I know for real. Every cousin, uncle, auntie, everybody got a baby father, baby daddy, they got a new boyfriend, this, that, and the third. So everything is just a circus.
So yeah.
So I don't really know what a stable home looks like. Remember we talked about, I used to see that from my coaches growing up. I used to be like, dang, Dad, I don't really want to come home.
I ain't gonna lie, I will agree to that, squad. Coming up, I'm like I said, I will not say I'm raised bad, but I had went to some of my friends' house. They had a mom and a dad, big old nice house. I got to watch the whole atmosphere of how a man and dad work. But like I said earlier, I never really had it in the home. You know what I'm saying? So it was a little bit different for me.
Like this over here.
Yeah.
This man come down the steps. Hey, baby.
And I ain't gonna lie, squad, whenever I went to that said friend's house, I would end up staying for days, even weeks sometimes, just because it was almost peaceful. I enjoyed it. You know what I'm saying?
They making breakfast. We eating breakfast at the table.
Got his robe in newspaper.
Like this, but like a real family.
Yeah.
I'm just like,
Yeah.
dang.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's crazy.
So it's like I want to get that to my daughter. Obviously, I couldn't do that with her mom, right? So my next thing is, okay, the next woman that's gonna be with me locked in. Right. I want to have that household, but it's the fear of, am I gonna mess up like they did?
You know how you get rid of that fear? Tell your kids your fears. Tell them. I spoke to my dad for the first time a couple weeks ago. Right. I told this on the interview. I'll tell you exactly what happened. I was driving. My dad was in the passenger seat. My mom was in the back. And I was driving. My mom said something, and my father snapped at her a little bit. And now I'm in my car. So I'm like, hey man, you just had a tantrum for no reason. You have to chill out. And then my father don't play no games. He looked right at me and said, hey, that's still my wife, and you still my son. And in that moment, I was just like, okay, this is gonna go somewhere, and I don't want it to go. And I said, we'll talk about it later. So we went to the house, sat down in the kitchen for 3 hours. And my father sat down and told me every fear he had and the things he was concerned about from the time he had me. That's what gave me the realization, like, wait a minute, you got married at 21, had me within a year, had my brother 2 years later, so you were 23, 24. I know my grandfather didn't sit down and tell you how to be a dad or be a husband. So I said, how did you figure it out? He said to me, I'm still trying. And I said to myself,
and I said that earlier, squad, I feel like I said earlier, you can't really be too hard on your parents, bro. And if you have kids, you can't be too hard on yourself, because everybody in this world figuring it out. You know what I'm saying? You look at somebody in your life right now, parent or whoever you think, and be like, man, they got every answer to all the problems, when in reality, bro, they don't. You know what I'm saying? We all just figuring life out as we go.
Wait a minute, bro, he said that to you?
this is why I'm saying you need to tell your sons.
But you got to tell me, as a son, how did that level of transparency and honesty hit you that your daddy said that?
My heart got full, because here I am at 40 with 4 kids feeling the same way. And to hear that my father, who was my superhero, had the same fears, was like, wait a minute.
Bro, what
so
a gift.
I don't like, because think about it.
What a gift. What a gift.
I want to be as perfect as my dad is. My father raised 2 Division I athletes. My sister went to school, 90 average. I never seen my father cry. My father was just a man. He wore the same shoes every single day, bought my mom 3 cars before he bought his own car, bought me and my brother and my sister our cars before he bought anything for himself. That's my superhero. So when my superhero says to me, I was scared. There was times I wanted to leave. Now I'm like, shit, that was me.
Yeah.
So now he looks more human to me than he ever looked, because he was being honest. And what that did was give me the confidence to say, wait a minute, so all this time you thought you were fucking up and I turned out like this.
Yes.
I was like, I need to tell my sons early what my fears are. And that's why I was telling you, tell your kids, man, because the minute they see you as human and no longer see you as this esoteric creature that has to be perfect, they'll come to you and talk to you about their fears. And then you can help guide them. Because that goes back to what we talked about with discernment, right? I got 4 sons, right? If a certain type of woman comes in, we as older gentlemen now can look and say, son, that's not the one for you, right?
Yeah.
But him at 13, 14 won't know. Us at 13, 14, nobody checked us or told us. So we ended up with women.
My dad told me.
Oh, your pops told you?
He told me, he said, you're gonna have a bunch of kids.
See?
You're gonna mess around, but you didn't tell. I'm
We
like,
didn't get to that conversation.
the way God made it, you know what I mean? The only thing I can do to make up for it is try to not eat chicken. Because that's why you became vegan. I'm like, so now I be like,
Hey, Courtney said it's too late now, bro.
I got at least do that, but
That's his discipline.
I feel like it takes discernment not to drink alcohol. You know the food killers, everybody.
Hey, look, squad, I'm gonna pause it right here. This is gonna be part 1, and I'm gonna pick back up reacting to it just to break it down. But hey, I'm finna drop part 2, and yeah, bro.